Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Joseph's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories throughout the Carolina. Today is Friday, December the 11th, 2020. Happy Friday. If you're new to my channel, I want to offer you an extend to you really a warm welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, by all means, thank you for deciding to come back. For our story today, I want to provide you with the latest information on the case from last week, and it has to do with the two men who were found dead on Fort Bragg in a training area. I'll provide you with a summary here, and as always, I'll place links to a few of the full articles in the description box. Well, I have to say, it seems like it's been one big puzzle, and I'll try to fit the pieces together as best I can. I intentionally waited for a few days before creating another video because several news sources have picked up the story, but there's really nothing new being released. And I guess now that the dust has settled and most of them have moved on to other breaking news stories, I want to try and put some of these pieces together and summarize what has been reported by credible sources. And I want to encourage you to stick with me until the end, because I'm going to address one of the biggest misconceptions I've seen in the media today. So let's begin with a more comprehensive summary based on everything that has been reported on this case. So as a brief recap, it was Thursday of last week that Fort Bragg issued a press release stating that two men had been found dead in a training area on Fort Bragg. They had been found the previous day, which was Wednesday. It was also stated that the deaths were not related to any type of official military training. As subsequent information was released or leaked, whichever is most appropriate, and based on what has been reported by credible sources, we began to get a better picture of what probably occurred. It was reported there was a car, that the two men were found in close proximity to each other. One was inside of the car, the other was on the outside. Initially, someone said about one being wrapped in a blanket. I did not see that substantiated anywhere. And it was specifically stated that foul play was suspected, although no gun was found at the scene. And with that being said, it immediately led one to assume that, most likely they were shot, although that was never specifically stated in any of the reports. On the day following the press release, we learned the identity of the two men. One is a 19-year special operations soldier and a Bronze Star recipient, and he's pictured here. His name is Master Sergeant William Levine II, 37-year-old. And the second man was identified as Timothy Dumas, age 44, an Army veteran with ties also to special operations at Fort Bragg. No picture has emerged to date of veteran Dumas. It was reported that he was a chief warrant officer, and he too was a Bronze Star recipient and had been deployed numerous times. It was also reported that based on the evidence at the scene of the scene of the crime, it was believed that the men may have been involved in some type of illegal activity prior to their death. And we also learned that the Army Criminal Investigation Division would be in charge of the investigation and no additional information would be released. By the third day of this incident, it came to light that Master Sergeant Levine had been in the news before. I believe it was the Army Times who first broke the story, and it stated that in 2008 he had killed a fellow soldier who was his roommate at the time. This happened at an off-base home they shared, but he was never charged. I was able to locate the article, at least one news source from back then. And as you notice, the date on this is Saturday, March the 24th, 2018. It says new details emerge about incident that left Fort Bragg soldier death. And I want to just go ahead and read you some of what was printed. It says, a fight between two elite Army Special Operations soldiers on Wednesday left one person dead, the Army confirmed to ABC News. Shortly after 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the Cumberland County Sheriff Office was dispatched to private residence outside of Fort Bragg in Fayetteville, North Carolina, after reports of a shooting, the sheriff said. Deputies found the victim, Sergeant First Class Mark Lassiter, 33, dead at the scene, and here's a picture of him. According to a senior defense official, Lassiter was a member of the 19th Special Forces Group, a National Guard Green Beret unit. The article continues, according to the official, the soldiers had allegedly just returned from a vacation in Florida with their families. Lassiter was kicked out of the house where they were staying in Fayetteville after getting in some type of altercation. Lassiter was led back into the house by a child, and it was reported that he attacked the master sergeant with a screwdriver, and the master sergeant shot him. He meaning the master sergeant was not charged because based on what was reported, it was determined that the incident was self-defense. Well, there's probably no relationship between this incident from 2018 and the recent two deaths of Master Sergeant Levain and veteran Dumas, but people are speculating, people are trying to make a connection, and even though I'm definitely not a conspiracy theorist, it sort of makes you wonder whether there was something else going on, maybe something else that led to bad blood between these two elite military soldiers who obviously had been through a lot together. It's just something to think about, but no connection has been established. It just maybe it's just a connection that they both happen to be killed in a similar way. You know, Masters believed that Master Sergeant Levain was gunned down. It's speculated he was gunned down, even though that was not specifically stated. But I think we need to reserve judgment until CID issues their formal evaluation. And there you have it. It's a bit of a puzzle, and we have no idea how the pieces are going to fit together. But that's what people around the world have been talking about because this story has been picked up by several international news sources. But one thing has bothered me. It bothers me to read headlines that CID is investigating three high profile cases on Fort Bragg. And my response is, what high profile cases? Sure does not see anything high profile around here. Now, Texas, that was high profile. But there's nothing high profile going on regarding these three cases on Fort Bragg. And some are wondering whether Army CID is really capable of resolving these cases. The latest report from Fort Hood has definitely placed this level of skills and expertise in question. Like everything else coming out of Bragg, once that press release is gone, they go silent, and that's the end of it. No updates, no nothing, and people just go on with their lives. That's the way it was with Army Specialist Roman Martinez, and it appears that's the way it's going to be for this case as well. But there are a few killers out there, and people need to feel comfortable coming on Fort Bragg once more. And that's all I have for you right now. Please feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about the story. And feel free to like and to share this video. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And if you click on this notification bell right here, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.